This is the Blindhem foot. And the Blindhem foot has an adjustment on it that we may or may not have to get into, depending upon where it's stitching. It has a blade here on the, or an edge on the side of the foot that you take the fabric and you, just like on the sewing machine, you fold the fabric down to the wrong side and then you flip it back to the right side. And then I'm going to bring it in here, and I want this foot with that blade or that guide to be right here at the fold. It will trim off the rest. So I need to come up here and get this. And do I know whether it's right or not? No. I have to do a sample to find out. Oh, who's quiet back there? Come on. And this is a flat lock stitch that's done. And so we're going to pull it down. It's a 2-thread stitch. And I pull it down, and there's my Blindhem.
Nice.
Okay? And it's beautiful.
Can you adjust the length of the stitches that go in?
Sure. You can take it all the way to 4. She's got it set here at 3.5. You also have an adjustment here on the foot that there's a screw right here on the front of the foot that moves this blade back and forth. So depending on the thickness of your fabric, you get to adjust it so that it isn't going to show. If I was working on really thin cotton or something, it is going to show. There's just no way that it's not going to. But you can pull it over so that it really adjusts it against the needle. But it's really not hard. Now I've got 2 kinds of fabric in here, so you can try it on either one. This is a little thinner. The flannel's easy. But if I do it on here, I may not be quite so successful. Have no idea. But once again, same thing. I have to pick the foot up here so that I can get the thing lined up. And get down there. And all I watch is right here. I'm not watching the needle. I'm not watching anything. Sergers are the same as a sewing machine. If you have an attachment with a guide on it, use the guide. That's what it's for. Your needle's not going to jump around and go crazy. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to open it up. Now see this one, you can see the stitches. Little stitches, but you can still see them. If I had thread that matched my fabric exactly, it would be fine. White looks a little conspicuous.
Can you make that a longer stitch so it wouldn't?
Just barely.
Okay.
No, it does not. You can't make it as long as what a sewing machine does.
Okay.
Because that does a stitch and then it stitches several stitches and then it catches. Whereas this one is coming in and catching on every stitch. So you can take it up to 4, but that's as long as it's going to get. Okay? So, that's that guy. And he's pretty.